Okay, sock, check. Lamps are good. Fuel is on. Fuel is indicating and is sufficient. We can bring on our transponder. Lights are on. Compass is good and is aligned with the runway. I think we're about ready to go. Paragraph traffic Echo Lima Sierra rolling 34 seal. Vacating north, climbing 1,500. A little bit of a crosswind. Bring in some throttle. Okay, temperatures and pressures are still looking good. Airspeed is alive. 50 knots. 55 knots. Gently ease ourselves back. We are flying. Feet, bring our flaps up. Past 500 feet, we're looking at turn. Where I'm looking to go today, out to Dannevirke, it's a bit tricky because if we're going over a mountain range and it's Wellington and it's winter and there's clouds and there's wind and there's all sorts of horrible things, which have prevented me from doing it up until now. But I think today's looking pretty good, just north of me. I think it's looking pretty clear and will be good for this, if we make it here. And if not, I'll go somewhere else. I was thinking once I got to Dannevirke today, I might then head down to Masterton, but just sort of looking at the weather out to my right, I'm not so sure. Maybe today's adventure will just be Dannevirke and we'll call ourselves happy with that. I learned during one of my solo cross-country flights about my own limitations when I got a little bit too close to some hills and some weather. I was still pretty safe, but it was certainly gave me a little bit of a moment. There to my left is quite busy airspace. There's Palmerston North Airport and there's all Harker airspace up there as well, but I am very good to 3,500 around here, so actually sneak through a slightly different ridge here. Divert off track a little bit, but off chance I get some downdraft, I'll turn away to the left. This is pretty damn cool. It's about as big a mountain range as I think I'm comfortable with tackling on my own at this point in time. But it's fun to do it. It's always amazing you fly around these hills and there's just these little cleared areas in the middle of them. Somebody lives there, I guess. Or maybe not. I've got a lot of people ask me why I fly, why I learn to fly, and the answer is I just don't know. I've never worked it out, I've never had a particular answer. But maybe it's just because sometimes on days like today and moments like this I get to see stuff like this. Just never get to see it any other way. And we're into the Wire River. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, we survived. We managed to get ourselves over here. We've got to get ourselves back, of course, but you know, one thing at a time, eh? I was pretty nervous about flying through these mountains, I've got to admit. But, it's all been good, actually. Wire Rapid traffic, Cessna 152, Echo Lima Sierra, is 10 to the west of Pahiatua at 3,100 feet, traffic Pahiatua. Wire Rapid traffic. Man, I took that jersey off and it's actually getting a bit bloody chilly up here. Little check of my plane and make sure that everything is all just glorious. Seems to be. Snotted by the wind here a little bit. You can actually see Dannevirke in the distance up there. So, it's all good, I kind of know where I'm going, eh? And in fact, I think I can even see the airfield from here. I hope it's the airfield, it's the only big empty bit in front of it. Every time I'm flying, I have the somewhat morbid occupation as well of always looking as to where I could land if my engine was to fail on me. Luckily, down here there's an awful lot of farmers I can just put a barrel in them, park myself up on their field and say hello. Alright, so I said I want to come in at about 2,200, so what I'm going to do fairly soon, I'm going to start my descent, just to get myself down to circuit height plus 500, sorry, so that I can do what's called a standard overhead join, which basically means even though I'm kind of pretty sure which way I'm supposed to land here, reasonably sure I know which way the wind's going to be going. In fact, I can even see smoke, it's telling me as well. It's just good practice. I'll fly over, I'll have a look at the windsocks, make sure everything's okay, check out the traffic on the ground, make sure no one's parked any sheep on the runway or anything. I think I'm joking there, but I'm not. And we'll work ourselves out from there. Interesting, so runway 2 there, which I had read about, there's actually a line of trees here by the threshold. What is it with planting trees by runways? For is the windsock, and I do have the windsock down there, and windsock does indeed appear to be telling me that O2 is going to be the way to go today. Dannevirke traffic, Echo Lima Sierra is overhead 2,200. We'll be descending the non-traffic side, join downwind for 02 full stop. Okay. Stuff squared away here. Go on that speed. Dannevirke traffic echo limit 0 is clear of O2 and taxiing for the fuel pumps.
And we're at Dannevirke.